So I'm going to work on this chart again. So let me just copy it here. And what we can do is I'm going to adjust the width of the bar chart, because the bar charts by default they have this kind of, they are, in my opinion, too narrow. The bars are too narrow, and actually the bars are conveying the most information. So let's make them more wider. And how to do it? I just right click on the bar, go here to format series, and it will open the window of options, right with the selected part with where I can change the width of the gap. And a good rule is this 20 is to have this 80, around 80-70 value. So, and also we can make this overlap a bit smaller, so we can see the categories together, so more or less like this. Yeah, so that would be my advice, like use the 70-80 gap width in order to have bar charts wider. Also, additional benefit will be that soon we can actually put the values inside the bar chart. So if I click here again on a data values, or I can also select it the same way from this menu over here. So data labels, if I click on them over here, I can put them actually on not inside base. You can choose the position, but I would put them on a inside end, so they are close to the ending, which shows actually the value. Of course, we need to make them bigger, so for that one I just make them 20 here and the same 20 here. And we need also just adjust the color, because with the coloring background the white is better, it's more visible because it has highest contrast. You can also make them bold if you want, depending on what kind of font you use, because this is the critical variable which I want to use. We said that we are going to remove this secondary information. You can do it in two ways. You can either click here and turn off, you go to axis and turn off the vertical one, or the same way you can just select it and click delete. So this way we improve the look of the chart. Next thing which now actually we should do, once we don't have here the axis, we can remove the lines at all. They are not needed because all information is written here and the height is quite clear. So suddenly we have much more simple chart conveying the same information. One more thing which I would like you to consider is where to put the legend, because legend, again, I can either click legend here and then choose from the options here where is the legend, so we can put it on left, right, top, on bottom, or you can move it also manually. The same way you can control it from this menu. But the position of legend actually should depend on your audience. So if your audience is familiar with this kind of charts, it's not the first time you're showing this kind of chart, then you can keep the legend somewhere over here, which is the last, not the first place where people will look at. However, if your audience is new, they are new to this kind of chart, it's better to put the legend somewhere on the top position, so they see it right away, because they will see the chart and first thing they want to know is actually what are these values. So and then legend tells us. So actually I would put it over here, so you can move it originally here. So that's the first place where people look. I can make it bigger still a bit. So that people tend to read slide from left to right in this kind of Z shape. So left to right, top to bottom. So that's the best probably place to put the legend. So just to summarize, we moved from this kind of slide to this one, and so consider how to customize charts for better readability. Choose the legend position depending on your audience, make wider bars. You can remember this 80% by this Pareto rule, so 80-20. 80 is actually that should cover 80% of the space, because that conveys the information, and the gap should be around 20%. Make values more visible and remove unimportant elements like a grid.